See what I did? Notice the back is straight. I'm not leaning, I'm not pulling this way.
Bill Moore is a teacher with a champion's pedigree.
All right, 1, good. Get my chin. 2.
Moore won bodybuilding competitions in his 40s and 50s. That got the former Marine's picture on the wall of Stern's gym in North Park. He's still working at 70.
You can only play golf sometimes so long. You can only fish so long when it becomes boring. And then when it becomes boring, what are you going to do? 3.
Moore wants to stay active. Life has been good, but not so good that he can quit working.
Last one. I have savings. I never had a pension, so I've got to continue. As long as I can walk, talk, breathe, I'm going to be working. But that's not the important thing. The most important thing, I love what I do.
Moore is part of a growing segment of America's aging population. The Pew Research Center says a quarter of the people living past retirement age are still part of the workforce. Nearly half are working because they need the money. San Diego State University professor emeritus Tom Warshauer says the economy gets some of the credit.
We wouldn't see that phenomenon if it wasn't for the recent market downturns and lack of growth in the last 5 years.
That's backed up in a new Wells Fargo poll. A quarter of middle-class Americans say they'll need to work until they're 80 in order to be comfortable in retirement. Nearly 3/4 of those polled say they expect to work past retirement, and more than half think that they'll have to work past retirement to make ends meet. Warshauer says a number of factors are at play, but 2 of them stand out. First, there's no mandatory retirement age.
The net result is that it's entirely the option of the individual. Secondly, as I mentioned, life expectancy has gone up substantially.
Warshauer says people who think they're going to live longer plan to work longer. Richard Schulman is a 71-year-old computer software salesman and consultant. He's sold imaging programs to scores of government agencies interested in fighting wildfires. San Diego County uses one of those systems.
Here's an example of 3D. This product, you can get a 3D rotation. It's actually a very dynamic product. It also will print images. It will print whatever's on the screen. It will output them in a computer format to back to headquarters.
As the Pew Research Center discovered, just over half of those working past retirement do it because they want to.
I get the satisfaction of knowing I'm doing a good job. I get lots of feedback, and I seem to be part of the team and needed, and the clients are loyal for that.
The retired naval commander says financial planning, a modest lifestyle, and some luck affords him the freedom to decide about work.
It's all a matter of resources, it's a matter of desire, and it's what you like to do. My wife tells me, my wife Nita, she always gives me constant feedback and says, you enjoy what you're doing. You don't need to stop. Just make sure you're balanced, and I do.
Most workers thinking about their retirement want what Schulman has. The Pew Research Center says 60% plan to work for pay after retirement because they want to. 30% expect to work for pay because they have to.